if you liked the Liquify tool before, you're absolutely going to love it now. Okay, and this is primarily for retouchers, I think, or digital artists of sort. The Liquify tool to me is one of the things that kind of like encompasses Photoshop. You know, it's the most Photoshop-like thing we can do to a photo. It is an extremely popular tool for retouching, and so it hasn't changed drastically as far as the appearance of what it does, but anybody that uses Liquify or anybody that has used Liquify before is absolutely going to love the speed. Because here's what used to happen, okay? And I won't even be able to show you, but again, anybody that's used Liquify will sit there and you'll nod your head and you're like, absolutely. You would take your photo and you would try to do something. I'm going to do something really crazy here. I'm just going to move it like that. But what would happen is, you see how fast it moved? I got to get rid of it. But what would happen is you'd see this on screen. And it kind of like blip along and it kind of move and do all kinds of crazy things. And so it was very hard to be kind of delicate with the Liquify tool because it took so long to do anything. So you lost all your finesse because you were never actually getting any decent on-screen feedback with it. So just the fact that, see that would never have happened with a high-resolution photo with Liquify before CS6. Right? I'd never be able to do this because you would just see it zigging and zagging very, very slowly across the screen. All right, so let's say we come over here and we kind of do something here. The other thing you'll notice is advanced mode. We've lost all the controls over here. They're not gone for good. Just click on advanced mode, and it brings back everything. And what they realize is, I think, that most people just want to control brush size. Most people come over here, use this top forward warp tool, and just want to control brush size. That's really the main crux of what we're going to do here. All right. So now, there's another thing over here. You can load meshes. So let's say we make this adjustment. All right, we do a couple things here. Maybe I kind of tuck that in. Tuck our arm in a little bit over here. Some of the hair. So I'm not going to do anything crazy. I'm just going to tuck a couple things in. Our leg. Click OK. All right. And what we could do is, if you reopened Liquify and you wanted to re-edit what you had done, like let's say I undo, and then I say, well, I don't quite like what I did, but I want to go back here into Liquify. So I go back under Filter Liquify. And I say, I'd kind of like to get some of what I just did back before. So you can load a mesh. But the only way you could load a mesh is if you remembered the last time to save that mesh. And a mesh is essentially just a preset of what you just did to the photo. And it's very photo specific. So it's not going to, you can't like load a mesh from one photo and use it on another one. It's probably not going to look right. But so you could save a mesh, which is saving a preset of what you did last time. And then I could load it now, but I would have had to remember to save that mesh. What they did here is it says load last mesh. So even though I undid my changes before I came in here, I can click on load last mesh, and it loads whatever I did the last time that I was in the Liquify dialog box. So that's a neat little feature as well. All in all, if you use Liquify and you do any degree of retouching, it's going to be a huge feature for you because it just is so much faster. It sounds kind of silly. I know if you haven't used it before, but trust me, it is a lot faster, and it just makes the ability to use Liquify and to get good results with Liquify, especially because it is faster, it makes it so much easier.